me request now Mr. Saji Kumar.S, who is Director of MNA Alliances, Device Partner Solution Sales, Microsoft Corporation India Private Limited. So let me welcome Saji on the stage, and I think we are going to have a very exciting presentation from him. Let's welcome Saji with a big round of applause. Yeah.
Good morning, and thank you, Dr. Ravi Gupta and team for inviting me as a representative of Microsoft as a part of this Future of Campus, the role of smart and digital classrooms, very, very relevant topic today. Myself, Saji Kumar, I am the director in Microsoft managing the OEM alliances. Extremely excited to be part of this wonderful audience and wonderful session today. So as we all know, right, this pandemic has made some massive changes, some rapid adoption of digital learning to remote learning and stuff like that, right, across all verticals. But what we have seen is education is one segment where we have seen the sudden change, or what we call as the spur in requirement of moving from classroom to a digital or classroom to a remote learning kind of thing. So how we look at things here, right? Microsoft have classified this into three segments, or how we say is three phases of learning, right? We call it as the response, recovery, and reimagination phase. So, what do you mean by response, recovery, and reimagination phase? I will talk about more in my presentation for the next 10 or 15 minutes, right? Response is nothing but when this pandemic hit us, right? How we all responded to this, sudden response, kind of a knee-jerk reaction. Recovery is nothing but, I think somewhere around Feb or March of last year is when this pandemic hit us, right? And after the first 2 or 3 months, after that sudden knee-jerk reaction or the response phase, what we call it, then we all went through a recovery phase in the next 8 to 10 or 12 months, right? But what is more important is the reimagination phase. How we are going to reimagine the world, how we are going to address the needs of the market, not just in education, but across all vertical. But like I said, the changes which should have happened in maybe 5 to 7 years happened in just about 5 to 7 months. And education is one vertical where, the need for that change has been massive. So how is Microsoft looking at it from a in a product and solution standpoint? You all know Microsoft is a very customer-centric organization. And before I start, let me thank Dell for giving me this opportunity. Microsoft and Dell enjoys 4 decades worth of partnership globally as well as in India. What is Microsoft's mission? Let me repeat, to empower every person and every organization in this planet to achieve more. Starting from Windows to Microsoft 365, it helps students and educators do more great and productive things. So our vision for education remains the same, to empower every student on the planet to achieve more. That's why we have different types of programs and campaigns to support, students at a younger age who are the next future citizens of this country to get aligned with Microsoft products and solutions. When you talk about a virtual classroom, which is the need of the hour today, it's not just about a place. There are so many other parameters which builds its capability, overall capability, right? It's not just about providing a hardware, but it has to have a very creative and collaborative environment. It has to help the students, young and senior students, learn from their experiences and also experiences from others, be it teachers, be it parents, be it educators, be it his own or her own colleagues. Some analytics which help them do better things. Security, one of the most important parameters, because data is of paramount importance, which we all know. then devices and technology which are easy to use, easy to adapt, and also easy to integrate with his existing frame of, you know, systems or platforms and applications, right? And last but not the least, it should empower students to do more. Like I said, our vision is to empower each and everyone in this planet to achieve more. So Microsoft look at it in a overall perspective, not just about providing a software which is inbuilt in the hardware, right? See, digital transformation is nothing new to us. We have started adopting digitization in various facets of life, you know, even before the pandemic hit us. Education is one segment, but at the same time, if you look at whether it's your travel, whether it's your hotel booking, whether it is your, you know, banking needs, so digital transformation is nothing new. But what Microsoft provides you today in education is it enhances various outcomes with student-centered learning. What do you mean by student-centered learning? We always look at students as the first, or, you know, become student-centric, which means we need to build inclusive classrooms wherein everybody is treated equal. There could be students with different types of IQ, different types of EQ, some special need children also. So our technology, when we develop a new product, when we develop a new technology, we really look at something we call as inclusive classrooms, right? You know, how do you improve the efficiency of the classroom by centralizing the resources as an open, flexible hub for collaborative learning? How do you personalize the classroom experience with individualized instruction? Because every student may not have the right, or everybody will have a different need. The understanding needs of students may vary from A to B to C, right? Even what the teacher delivers, you know, he or she may have a different approach to each student. So how can technology support these kind of needs? How can everybody be engaged in a classroom? It's not just about a section of the classroom. That's what Microsoft look at things. And last, I spoke about the importance of, you know, innovative tools, the productive tools. How can it bring more productive time to the entire classroom? Give some time back to the students, which they normally use in terms of traveling, or, you know, going from one point to another, going to teachers staff room, or, you know, going to another student collecting. So today we are building a more collaborative environment with the help of some certain suites and tools, which will help the educators and students, like, you know, how can it be more productive? How can the time be utilized in a more better fashion, right? And, you know, more importantly, how can it spark creativity within, students? You know, at the young age we catch them, we have to give them limitless learning with more powerful tools, easy to access tools, simplify the whole setup so that the creativity within each and every student, some will be good at music, some will be good at academics, some will be good at sports, some will be good at art. So how can this software, how can this solutions leverage and spark creativity within students? That's what Microsoft will be delivering, right? What do I mean by better learning outcomes? Some examples I can quote. I'm not getting into each and every feature, but, you know, personalized learning means there are various learning tools built in the Microsoft suite, the M365 or the Office 365, what we call it, right? The learning tools, the pen and touch, you know, the vertical writing support. These are things which can support or assist the students in terms of, you know, better, how he access the, you know, content in a better fashion, how he can get the maximum utility of every tool which he is using, you know, because like I said, the need for every student may vary from person to person. And some will be good in writing, some will be good in, you know, drawing. So all these things are taken into consideration when we develop a new product and a new tool, right? And how we transform the classroom time through various collaborative tools and solutions from Microsoft Teams. As you all know, the usage of Teams have increased multifold after this, you know, pandemic hit us, right? Because the students, teachers, parents, and the educators have seen this as one of the most secure and wonderful platforms where they can collaborate with their colleagues and others within and outside the or outside the school classrooms, or sitting at home, sitting at a remote place, sitting in your hometown, how you can access various technology platforms, right? So Microsoft, when it comes to the products, offerings, and solutions, we look at all these things. We help them transform a time to a more productive manner. And very, very important is the easy to manage technology at affordable prices. Not that every school or every children or every student can access, high-end devices which can, cater to his needs. So we have solutions starting from, partners like Dell at a very low affordable range, which has a built, which can come preloaded with Windows 10, or in future Windows 11, and budget friendly devices that are built for the classroom needs, which are the basic needs of a student. Because today, if you look at the need of a student versus a need of a graphic designer, will be different. So we have affordable devices specific for the education segment coming in from Dell and Microsoft partnership, right? So what I wanted to say is, irrespective of the need, irrespective of the demand, irrespective of the technology or platform or applications we have these solutions spanning across the entire portfolio. It's not just about learning tools. How do you win with Microsoft Education? Because everybody may not be online. Everybody will not have the facility to be online. So in case you are traveling, in case you are in a remote location, these tools give you the flexibility to be productive even without a connection. That is the biggest USP of using a Microsoft product. You can edit your document, you can edit your project work, you can edit certain things which are being provided by your class teacher without a connection, and later connect to the internet and be online, right? And last but not the least, we are a very, very platform agnostic, which means whether you are using a Mac product or an iPad, with the same tools you can manage Windows, right? So irrespective of the platform, irrespective of the form factor, you can access it. It could be on a smartphone, it could be on a tablet, it could be on a PC, but we don't limit the education. We want to empower each and every student. We want to give them the flexibility, not just in terms of time, but we also want to give them the flexibility in terms of using various applications, various form factors, various technologies, all thanks to the you know uh, uh, products and solutions which are available today from Microsoft. What is the role of remote learning? That's what we were all talking about today, right? So if you look at why remote learning is important today, one is, if you look at the school captains, or the IT team, they need to respond quickly with solutions to sustain and maintain learning in a totally different paradigm. Because as we all know, let's hope that we see an end to this pandemic today, but this hybrid learning is going to stay here. That's why remote learning is very, very important today. It's not just about working from home for the employees from an organization, or not just about entertainment from home, like you use your various media channels for entertainment, but students also use these devices to get connected to the classroom and learn and gain knowledge. So they want to be connected. At the same time, the educators are today challenged to continue to deliver quality education. They should not lose anything. The students should not lose the socializing, the collaborating with the other children, with the other teachers or with the other educators. So it's very, very important that we provide a flexible platform. We provide a fuel to the hardware which you buy from partners like that. That's what the role of Microsoft is, to empower each and every segment of each and every section of the education vertical today, and not just covering students, but also covers the, like I said, the school leaders, the educators, the parents, or whoever it is. So you can provide a complete solution. We are very customer centric, and we have a lot of programs for education. Say for example, we have something called as Shape the Future program, specifically designed for the education vertical, wherein at a subsidized cost, we provide the operating system or the other collaborative tools or other productivity tools. It varies from organization to schools, or colleges, to other institutions. If we look at, based on the requirement, there are flexible plans under our Shape the Future program. The concept of Shape the Future program is to help the students achieve everything at a very subsidized fashion so that we catch them and young and empower them who are the citizens of tomorrow. So, why Microsoft Education? I'll let me not to avoid the cost of repetition, but let me tell you, we have the most affordable solutions coming in under every budget, starting from 200 to $20 and above. You can use various form factors coming in from the OEM partners like Dell, which meets your school and student requirements. Next is the manageable features of our operating system or the M365. It helps you set up and deploy. It's kind of a plug and play mode wherein you don't need to go back to an IT expert to get it plugged to your device, right? So irrespective of the device, you have the manageable features. Productive, like we spoke a lot about the collaborative in real time applications within Microsoft Teams or Office 365, because you become more productive by accessing these tools. I spoke about the inclusive environment which is being provided by these productive tools. And last but not the least is the security feature. Say, for example, the Windows Defender, which is built in as part of the Windows 10 and above. This is one of the most what you call secure antivirus software. You don't need to spend more on an additional antivirus software, because it is built in within the Windows 10 platform. So it has a multi-factor authentication which adds extra layers of security. So you don't need to worry about losing your data. So all these things put together, affordable, manageable, productive, secure, that's what Microsoft provides you in partnership with Dell for the edu segment. So I'm not getting into each and every detail. We have a complete gamut of products. So please make use of that. And in case you need to get to know more about remote learning, what Microsoft can provide, please feel free to. This is a public domain where Microsoft.com/education/remote hyphen learning, where you can get a lot, reach out to us, reach out to the Microsoft representatives to get into detail based on your need, your requirement. We have customized solutions coming from Microsoft through partners like Dell. And once again, thank you for your attention, and extremely happy to be here today and be a part of this wonderful audience. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Saji, for this wonderful presentation and giving your insights regarding the empowering the student, every student of the planet. So I would like to request Deepak to give the token of gratitude from the role of smart and digital classroom. A small token of gratitude is presented to Mr. Saji Kumar.S, Director, MNA Alliance Device Partner Solutions Sales, Microsoft India Private Limited. Thank you, Saji. Thank you very much. And I would like to request all the audience, we have the feedback form also. And I would like to request, please fill the feedback form also, so that our team, Dell and Microsoft team and our team will come back to you. If you have any other query, you can directly put at your query at educationdigitallearning.in, so that we can directly solve your query. And if you want to avail this solution, please fill that